Hey everybody, welcome to Fire and Smoke. My name is Amin Sheikh and today I'm going to show you how we made this.
Fully cooked, crispy, juicy, moist, delicious chicken.
And this is how we do it, step by step.
First up, let's get the chimney starter going with solid lumpwood charcoal. It's my personal preference to only use lumpwood charcoal as I feel it gives the best flavours, burns the hottest, and is exactly the same as burning natural wood. In essence, all we're doing is putting charcoal in. For today's recipe, we're cooking chicken, so get yourself a full chicken. Tap chicken nice and dry. We're going to be keeping the flavours nice and simple today. Salt, pepper, garlic, and a special fire and smoke house blend butter, garlic, pepper, and oregano mix. What we're doing here is splitting the skin from the chicken. It's important we split the skin from the chicken so that we can get the herb, garlic, butter rub between the skin and the chicken to make it nice and juicy throughout the cook. Doing this helps keep things juicy, helps keep things moist, and will end in a juicy, moist, crispy chicken. As you can see, I'm not using this sparingly. I am filling every crevice, every cavity, every section. All we're doing is adding layers and layers of flavour. Again, as you can see, I used the full jar of butter. Inevitably, during this process, you're going to get butter all over your hands, all over the chicken. But don't worry, this is perfect for the external salt, pepper, garlic rub binder. This is how your chicken should look. It's garlicky, it's salty, it's peppery, it's buttery. It's ready to go. Let's check back in on the chimney that we started earlier. As you can see, the coals are burning through. We're almost there. A few more minutes and we're there. So it's time to get the coal into the pit. Now that the coal's into the pit, it's important that we let the pit come up to temperature. We're looking to cook this chicken at 225 for between an hour and a half and 2 hours, depending on how the cook goes. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice I've got a meat probe in there, but I personally use this to review the ambient temperatures rather than the internal temperature of the chicken. It's my preference to place the chicken in the top rack in the centre of the pit directly above the coal. And don't worry guys, the smoke is just adding flavour, it's supposed to do this. As you can see, when you open the lid, it's juicy, it's smoky, it's flavourful. The smoke is coming from the fats, it's coming from the butter, which are dripping down, hitting that coal, and then bouncing back up. First quick temperature check to make sure everything's on the way and everything's looking good. Quick turn of the chicken just to make sure we get even cooking on both sides. At this point we're about 45 minutes to an hour into the cook and you can see it's starting to get crispy, it's starting to get juicy, we're taking on lots of colour. As this is a fairly long cook by the standards of coal, it's always important to top up your coal midway throughout the cook just to keep things rolling across. As you can see, throughout the cook I've moved all my coals to the right hand side, directly offset from the chicken, just to make sure we've got the heat, but at the same time we're not now getting too much flavour. Off camera I decided it was time to flip the chicken and start crisping up the breast section. As you can see, the back end is crispy, it's delicious, it's barky, it's smoky, it's colourful. Around another 20 minutes later, it's time to check in. As you can see, the chicken itself is juicy, it's crispy, it's colourful. The butter's been doing its thing, it's been keeping things good, it's been keeping things moist. It's time for a final temperature check guys, and what we're looking for is about 165 to 170, depending who you are. Some people like the chicken a little bit more juicy, some people like it a little bit more dry. As you can see, what I've now done is I've dropped the chicken onto the bottom coals, and this is for the final crisp. 2 to 3 minutes later, and she is coming off. There you have it guys, one fully cooked, crispy, juicy, moist, delicious chicken. We're just going to give it a quick 5-minute rest, a little bit of tin foil just to retain the heat, and that should be good. Now you've done all the hard work guys, it's time to get stuck in, time to take the meter probe out, remove the tin foil, and there you have it. Let's take a closer look at what I've created guys. So as you can see, it's chickeny, the skin is still there, it's still a little bit moist. There's a little bit of browning, a little bit of dark colour, but don't worry, that's just flavour, it's not burnt at all. The legs are a wee bit crispy there, but don't worry again, that's my favourite. Is it perfect? No. Is it going to be delicious? Definitely. Well, it's time to get stuck in, pick your favourite knife. Oh, but wait, we don't need a knife. The chicken just falls apart. One leg, 2 legs, both the wings, there you go. You can always tell you cooked a good chicken when the bones fall right off the wing. Bam! This is delicious chicken. It's crispy, and as you can see, I just can't stop eating it. Time for the thighs, and again, these just completely rip apart. As you can see here guys, I'm using nothing but fingers. All the meat's coming off, all the skin's coming off, the bones are coming out. I'm just pulling it apart. I'm still eating it because it's so damn delicious. And look at all that chicken. Look at the leg, again, falling apart. There's a single bone. Next leg up guys, we just take it, hold bone, simple twist, and there you go. Full boneless chicken. Next up, most people's favourite part, which is the breast. Personally, the breast isn't my favourite, but cooked this way, it's still juicy, it's still moist, it's still delicious. As you can see, I'm using my fingers, I'm pulling it apart, it's absolutely roasting, the steam will start to come off, I can barely handle it, there's so much chicken, it's so juicy, it's so crisp. The good thing about cooking this way guys is if you cook chickens or multiple chickens, you've got chicken for days. It can be used in multiple recipes, it can be used for fajitas, it can be used for wraps, it can be used for sandwiches, it can be used as a Sunday roast, you could add more spices to it, you can add more flavours to it. Basically, world's your oyster when it comes to chicken guys, but the key feature here is cook it low, cook it slow, use butter, get the butter under the skin, keeps things juicy, and look at that. One full pile of chicken. Now that I've got my big pile of chicken, as you can see I can't help myself, a little bit of chicken skin, a little bit of chicken breast, get that going, get it in my gob, and we're done.
Well guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really do hope you try this one at home. It's an easy recipe. If salt, pepper, garlic is not to your liking, you can do so much for the chicken. You can add some spices, you can add some flavours, you can add some oil, you can break the chicken down, you can do just wings, you can do just thighs. If you enjoyed this one guys, please smash the follow button, the like and subscribe. Comment below and I will try and get to your message personally. If you're cooking outside guys, keep it low and slow. See yous.